How can you fight what you won't face? How can you address what you refuse to confess? How can you recover from what you won't uncover? I want to ask you, how can you heal from what you won't deal with? Let's have a courageous conversation about how to heal what hurts us the most. You know what it is, you know who it is. Let's mix it up. Family, good to see you. Today we are talking about heal before you deal. How to heal what hurts you. I really believe you can't really heal from what you won't deal with. Can't heal it if you refuse to feel it. Yeah, come on, family. Type healing. Type healing. Healing looks good on you. Oh yeah, I know you, bro. You got your nice haircut. Got your line. You got your crispy fade. Yeah, sis. I know you got on your Mac makeup and all that stuff. Just got your hair done, nail done, everything did it. You fancy, huh? Hair whip, dip, fried, dye, laid to the side. Manicure and your pedicure. But that's not the cure. It's not the panacea for all ills. Healing is that which helps us to aid what ails us and what makes us feel ill. Type healing. Family, come on, help me out. Hit the thumbs up button. Thumbs up this video. Yes, yes, you're seeing the prompts. It's going to be an explosion of inspiration. Wonder, have you ever been emotionally, psychologically, relationally, or even spiritually broken? So much so that you just go through life limping. You're just limping through life. You're not leaping, you're limping. Yeah, I'm talking about smiling on the outside, hurting on the inside, to where maybe even you cry yourself to sleep at night. You feel just so emotionally drained and working your fingers to the bone. Everybody thinks that you're just a robot. You have all the answers. That's why people come to you all the time asking you for guidance. You're the one who's encouraging everybody. But where can an encourager go to be encouraged? Who encourages the encourager? Because oftentimes we know how to look like we're healed. Let me talk to you. Come on, we're having some real talk conversation. HTC, hard truth conversation, courageous conversation. We know how to look like we're healed. Yeah, because we predicate healing looking as if we have it all together on the outside. Social media right, posting everything as if it's just a highlight reel. But have you really kept it real with yourself? Leading while bleeding. Helping other folks heal while we're the one hemorrhaging. never really getting into the place of healing, because here's the thing: we don't heal if we continue to pick at the wound. I remember I burned my finger one time, and I've mentioned this before, and I'll say it twice because it was so nice. And I burned myself, and it wasn't nice at all. I was cooking and burned myself. I can cook. I can. Sometimes you have a little mishap in the kitchen. You're moving too fast. You got a lot on your mind. Y'all know how it is. Somebody said, no, I really don't, because I ain't never burned myself. Well, pray for me then. Please. Go easy on a brother. And so the burn was a little bad. Probably didn't even treat it right. You know, don't put no hot water, don't put no cold water on the burn, is what I've heard. Didn't treat the burn right. And the burn on my thumb finger, my thumb started to get a little bit worse before it got better. And so this is what I did. I said, I'm going to take it into my hands. I'm going to start, peeling the skin a little bit to make it look a little bit better. Why? Because I wanted the optics to look right. Had some events to go to. Can't be walking around with my thumb tucked. Right? And so I realized this, as I just wanted to, in many cases, look as if the wound was healed. To a certain degree, at my own expense, the wound got worse before it got better. I wonder how many of us, in many cases, are trying to appeal to everybody else's perception of us, because we got to have the optics right. Never let them see you sweat, is what they said. Keep it under wraps. Everybody don't need to know what you're going through and what you're dealing with, so you don't tell anybody at all. Because you understand this, a lot of folks know how to judge you and don't even have a law degree. Last time you told somebody what it is that you were dealing with, here's what they did. They took your information of that which you disclosed, because you thought you confided in a confidant, and they took it to somebody else, and they told your business. So now here it is. You don't trust nobody. Who am I talking to? Let me talk to somebody right through here, up in here, up in here. So you know how to smile on the outside, hurt on the inside. You know how to get close to people, but just enough not to be betrayed, because if you did, it wouldn't hurt that bad. Hello? Because you know what it's like to give your all, and then to a certain degree, be left hanging by a thread without anybody to call. I know what it's like. I know what it feels like to try to piece the puzzle of your life back together again. I know how it feels to have to try to find wisdom from your wounds. I know what it's like to take the pieces of your life as the process to move into a greater place of progress. I'm not new to this. I'm true to this. Stage 4 cancer survivor. I'm a living witness that here's the thing about healing that we need to realize. Healing is not an event. Healing is not always an event. Here's more so than anything what healing is. Healing is oftentimes a process. That's what healing is. Healing is not necessarily a particular event. Healing in many cases is a process. Healing is not necessarily episodic. And here's the thing about it. The process of being healed takes time. The process of oftentimes being healed takes patience. The process of being healed takes commitment. It takes sacrifice. It takes, here it is, being willing to be uncomfortable. Getting comfortable being uncomfortable. Becoming uncomfortable being comfortable. Getting out of what it is that you thought you desired, what you thought you needed. But eventually getting to the place to say, that hurt. Not only am I, here it is, hard truth alert, a victim, but sometimes I was the perpetrator. Y'all don't want to have that conversation. Because here's the thing, if everybody's a victim, who's the perpetrator? And could it possibly be that now you victimize yourself simply because you understand how much of a perpetrator that you have been? Family, type grace. Grace lifts you to another place. Amazing grace. God's grace empowers you to run your race, not at their pace, but at your pace. Family, I love how colorful it is in here. So great. So great. To in many cases see that we have you all as YouTube members in the chat. If you haven't gotten a YouTube membership, go ahead and get one. We have 3 particular tiers: VIP, Royalty, OQP. Come on, go get one. This type of content is the reason why you need to join the channel, get a membership. Channel of change, channel that brings change, channel that breaks chains. And in many cases, what we have to do is we have to break the chains of that which keeps us hurting, hemorrhaging, hollering, screaming, and suffering in silence. To where, here's the thing, we act out with what we say, we act out with how we treat people, we act out with how we want people to go 0 to 100 real quick when we want them to do something, when we want them to show up, when we want them to be there. Simply because of self-sabotage. And so since it is because of that, now we operate out of a spirit of manipulation. Yeah, operating out of a spirit of gaslighting. Let me talk to you. No gaslighting formed against you shall prosper. No manipulation formed against you shall prosper. Because in many cases, you can be dealing with scars, you can be dealing with wounds while trying to heal from them at the same time. And here's the thing, as I said before, healing looks good on you. Because here's the thing, as God is healing you, he's revealing greater strength in you. Sometimes you don't know how strong you are until being strong is your only option. Sometimes you don't know how healed you can possibly be until you understand that healing doesn't come from them. Healing comes from him. Healing comes from within. And what I realize is this: one of the greatest consolations in life is in knowing that there is a purpose through the process. Your VIP, not just a very important person. You pride yourself on that. But here's what you have. You have a very important purpose. Family type VIP. You know what being VIP really is about? VIP ushers you, VIP ushers me into the healed me. Yeah, it ushers you into that. These are my confessions and these are my reflections. Being VIP, very important purpose, ushers you into the healed version of you. Why? Because now you get into the awareness that there's a message through the mess. There's a testimony coming out of my test. God will turn my misery into ministry. He'll transform my grief into grace. He'll turn my tragedy into strategy. Am I talking to somebody? Holla at me. The strength discovered in life derives from, here it is, how you handle what you go through. How you, here it is, grow through what you go through. Life is 10% what happens to you, 90% how you react to it. We've heard that. But here's the thing, 90% of the time we focus on the 10% to where now the 10% becomes 100% of our lives. As painful as it was, as stifling as the situation was, as hurtful as it was, here's the thing. Here's the reality of the situation. It was only 10%. Your father not being there, as much of it as that situation, in many cases, offset or redirected the course of your life, it was just 10%. The mother wounds, the father wounds, the sister wounds, the brother wounds, 10%. How many cases you saw how somebody was treated better than you in your own particular family? 10%. The person who broke your heart, but in many cases it fixed your vision, 10%. I want to ask you, what will you do with the rest of the 90? Somebody talk to me. Family, what will you do with the rest of the 90? The rest of the 90 is about the healing. Because here's the thing, that 10% was the test. The 90% puts you at your best because the 90 takes you into a place of a testimony. It's W.B. Du Bois who said the talented 10th must invest into the 90 of society. That 10% that tested you, what will you do with the 90? Because here's the thing, how you handle your 90 specifically creates a blueprint of how you can teach somebody how to handle, how to grow through, how to heal from that 10%. Could it possibly be that the reason you're not walking in your 90 is because of how you didn't handle the 10? That 10th. I know when we talk about the 10th, we talk about church, your tithe. Job of a pastor is not just to ingratiate the 10%, it's also to show you how to grow your 90. When you think about your particular 10%, we have to also get to the place to where we realize there are things in our lives that we may never get over. We just have to learn how to manage it. I'm a survivor of stage 4 cancer. Certain things that I've gone through, I'll always remember. Certain things people said about me when I was going through and trying to grow through what I was going through. I'm not going to forget. Because much of that shaped the course of my life and who it is that I am. Certain things you may never get over. They just have to be managed. My father not being in my life. Even to this day. See a boy walking with his father. And the son is real energetic. And so what does the father do? Puts his hand on his little son's head and redirects him over here like a video game controller. And I say to myself, I hope that boy cherishes these memories with his father. Because I don't remember too many of them with mine. And so now I tell people all the time, I'm not a father, but I am a father figure. Reason why I mentor, because of what I didn't have. See, you see how I used my 10% to redirect the 90 versus just focusing on the 10% saying, oh, I'm just a victim. Woe is me. It's always going to be this way. Life is just going to stay where it is, and wallowing in the hurt rather than healing from the pain, forgiving somebody who never gave me an apology, rather than allowing it to stifle me. Come on, family, type grow. More than just going through. Here's what you have to do. You have to grow through every hurt and disappointment. Because healing looks good on you. Somebody's waiting for you to become who you are so they can become who they're supposed to be. Here's the question to you, my dear brother from another mother, my dear sister from another mister, is how much longer will you make them wait? Do you see our community in its state? Do you see our city, our nation, our world in its particular state? How dare you make us wait? Time to be great. Time to use what hurt you to unveil the healed you. I got something to share with you. Got a special message for you. But I want you to stick and stay. More is on the way. Trust me. More breakthroughs on the other side of the break. After these messages, you better believe. I'll be right back. Are you an author or aspiring author interested in building your book? Do you want to develop as a speaker and communicator? Listen, check out my array of solutions and systems like my bestseller book blueprint and successful speaker strategies. Explore my tailor-made programs designed to nurture your purpose and grow your greatness in order to increase your ideas, your impact, and your influence. Visit us today at theeaglesacademy.com/store so you can soar. One thing about it, two things for sure, three things for certain. 4, let's go for more. Yes, yes, y'all, and we don't stop. I need you to heed to these resources that you heard. Let's get back to the word. We're talking about how to heal what hurts you. Heal before you deal. And here's the thing. A lot of times we're hurting other people because we have not dealt with the hurt, and we expect somebody to heal us from what it is that we are hurting from. That's not their responsibility. The responsibility is yours. Healing is your responsibility. Forgiveness is your responsibility. Accountability is your responsibility. Loving you, despite how they were a liability that limited you, is your responsibility. You don't have an inability. Your greatest ability is availability. And are you available to be accountable? Are you available to be responsible? To say, yes, what I've been through is not going to define me. is going to refine me. I'm going to define me. Come on, family, type define you. Define the divine you. Define the divine you. And it'll empower you to soar too. Speaking of soaring, family, just type soar. You see me in my Eagles apparel. It's more than just what I have on me. It's about what's the power of the wisdom that's within me. I want to show you how to soar beyond what it is that you go through. You need to make sure that you're in my community. We go farther, further, beyond what it is that I teach here. I want you to be a part of my amazing community of accountability partners, where I coaches, where I teach, where I train. It's where we have real breakout sessions, where we really seek to divide and break down to its granular level topics that are so transformative. Go right now to theeaglesacademy.com. When you get there, tap the join now button, fill out the form, be transformed. Come on, it's time to grow your greatness. Grow with us, theeaglesacademy.com. I realize hurting people hurt people, but only heal people heal people. Hurting people hurt people, heal people heal people. You may say, yeah, I've been hurt, and I don't know if I can ever love again. I've been hurt. I don't know if I can ever trust again. Right? Many of us would rather just get the word love tattooed on us, than actually to experience it anymore. Been so low that all you know how to trust is the dust. A lot of times there's truth and pain in the simplicity of the statement. Simply because if the hurt within has not been healed, here's what happens. What flows to me flows from me. And as a result, here's what happens. Now it flows through one's life and afflicts and affects other people. Heal before you deal. Because here's the thing. It's not fair for somebody to have to deal with what you didn't heal from. Oh, you don't like that. Well, they should just take me as I am. Just take me as I am, or have nothing at all. That's what Mary said, right? Oh, Mary, don't you weep. It's not fair for somebody to have to deal with what you have not healed from. You didn't unpack your baggage. Now your baggage becomes garbage. And here's the thing, for some of us, if we'll really be real, if we'll really be honest, some of us have become so numb to pain that it hurts to be happy. If hurting people hurt people, on that spectrum, on the other spectrum is this: heal people, heal people. Heal people are loving people. Healed people love other people. Because what's flowing from you is a direct reflection of what is in you. Out of the abundance of the heart, the mouth speaketh. What's flowing from you? Is it narcissism? What's flowing from you? Is it blame shifting? What's flowing from you? Is it gaslighting? What's flowing from you? Is it woe is me? Nobody loves me. You really don't care about me? Because they wouldn't jump when you asked them to. They didn't ask you how high. Yeah. When you take the time to deal with the hurt, you can heal from it. Everybody's not against you. That's just your abandonment issues. Everybody doesn't hate you. You just can't take constructive criticism. Hard truth alert. Everybody's not against you. They're just not for your negative attitude. Come on. Talking about growing up. Talking about manning up, womaning up. Are you willing to sit with yourself? Turn off Netflix. Turn off Jeezy, Weezy, Yeezy, and Jay-Z, and Lil Uzi. And have a conversation internally to say, what is God trying to tell me about me that I refuse to listen to? What do I need to tell me about me that I refuse to address internally? Am I really an only quality person? Why am I pushing only quality people away? Do I really want love, or do I just like being pitied to get attention? Pity me because I have no substantive identity. Are you listening to me? Are you hearing me? When you heal from the hurt, from the abuse, from the neglect, from the abandonment, from the mother wounds and the father wounds, from the generational baggage that you continue to carry, from the lack of love that's on the inside, here's what you will do. You will stop attracting the type of people who bring those issues on the outside. You got to realize this. Your life is a magnet, and you will attract, at most, the type of people that you are. I need you to realize that I'm attracting who I'm becoming. Got to shift my mental perspective. Because here's the thing. We're so used to saying, well, God removing certain people. God is subtracting certain people. No, certain people left because you didn't apologize. Certain people don't want to be in your space and in your sphere of influence because they're so toxic. You blaming everything on God. God removed them. No, they withdrew from you. Because of your toxic mentality, because of your negative words, because of your mouth. Because you think you can just talk to somebody any old kind of way. You think you can treat a grown adult like a child. There's no clause that says that they have to deal with you. Here's what it is. I hope you benefit because maybe to the certain degree, you're really not a necessity. With all the mess internally. You become a biohazard to folks' blessings. Ought to give you an Academy Award for knowing how to play the victim. But you continue to victimize yourself by, here it is, not healing. Because the beauty of the healing is not the removal of the scars. It's the fact that I've been here, done that. It's the fact that I experienced that. I felt that. But now my scar becomes a testimony. The beauty of the healing is in the revealing. Come on, family, type testimony. Well, I just continue to attract toxic people. I need you to understand me. The negative people that you attract are riddled with the issues that you're dealing with from within that you have not healed from yet. Taking time to let God process you. Processing, here it is, not just people, but your patterns. Your pouting attitude and your disposition. Taking the time to let God heal you becomes, here it is, food for your mind, body, soul, and spirit. It serves as a remedy to the malady that you're facing. Because here's what healing does. Healing puts your life in proximity with your purpose. Healing adds harmony to your destiny. Healing adds development to your deliverance. Yeah, many of us are delivered, but we're not healed. We're delivered, but we're not developed. And so here's the thing. When you're delivered, but you're not healed, it's easy for you to say, no matter how bad that person was, we did have some pretty good moments. And so here's now what you do, because you have not been developed as you've been delivered, because you have not been healed after being delivered. This is what takes place. You now go back to what God delivered you from. Family, type healing. Type healing. Healing does not only look good on you. Healing looks good within you. Healing moves you into a greater place of revealing, not condemning yourself, not devaluing yourself, not disappointing yourself, not deluding yourself, but affirming yourself. Healing says, yes, I got to get some counseling. Healing says, yes, I got to get some therapy. Healing says, yes, I need to process my emotions. I need to focus on my mental health. I need to take some time to go within. I need to take some time to journal. I need to take some time to say, all right, how do I adjust my attitude for gratitude? Healing says, who is it in my life that when I close my eyes, I see the picture of this particular person that I still have aught against, that I still have bitterness to as a result of what I experienced, the mismanagement of the relationship, miscommunication, victimization, perpetration, perpetuation. When I close my eyes and I see this particular person, that's who I need to forgive. And I still haven't done it yet. And so now, as a result of it, because I have not forgiven, I have not given myself the space and place to heal. You'll never live until you really forgive. And here's the thing. A lot of times our forgiveness is connected to our healing progress. I got to understand that healing and forgiveness to a certain degree is threefold. I have to appropriate the forgiveness of God in my life. Got to seek his forgiveness. Got to internalize the forgiveness that he has exacted upon my life. I also have to forgive my brother and my sister. You'll never get to your next until you forgive your ex. The spiritual mother, the spiritual father can never really show up until you forgive the natural mother and the natural father. You continue to be a base and you won't continue to abound until you have found the foundation of forgiveness, appropriating God's forgiveness, forgiving my brother and my sister. But here's one of the main ingredients as well: you forgiving you. Family, just type out forgive me. You got to get to the place to where, listen, you forgive yourself. You give yourself an apology. You forgive you for allowing other people to mistreat you. You forgive you for allowing yourself to be a doormat. You forgive you for allowing yourself to be gaslit. You forgive you for, here it is, not just for you being a victim, but for you being a perpetrator, because you know you mismanaged relationships. You mismanaged connections in your life with people because you wanted to be an opportunist. You saw what you could get, but not what you could give. Forgive you. Forgive you. Giving yourself grace doesn't mean, I could just do it again. I can just live how I want to live. I can just talk how I want to talk. I can just act how I want to act. No, it is not a U-turn. It is forward march. Repentance is recalling. Repentance is changing. It is renewing. It is refreshing. Here it is remembering where I've been brought from, where I don't need to stay. Why? Because healing is calling you to move in another way. Family, type transform. I can't be conformed to this world. I have to be transformed by the renewing of your mind. Got to be transformed by the renewing of my mind. Healing. The new you will be revealed by the heal you. Even as sure as I'm talking, God is healing you. He's healing you of the depression. He's healing you of the mental discombobulation. He's healing you of that toxic relationship. He's healing you of all the painful memories. He's healing you from what your mother didn't do. He's healing you from how your father didn't come through. He's healing you of how they dropped you. He's healing you of how they abandoned you. He's healing you of how they walked out on you. He's healing you from how they talked about you. He's healing you and putting more love inside of you. Come on, he's healing your heart to give you a brand new start. You're not going to just be the 10% version of you. You're not just going to be the person of what you possibly could have been. You're going to be who God created you to be. The healed you is shining through. The healed you is going to cause you to love again. The healed you is going to cause you to trust again. The healed you is going to cause you to level up, to become the leader that you were created to be. The healed you is going to cause you to be the real mother that you were supposed to be, for you to be the real father that you were supposed to be, not predicated on the negative childhood development that kept you dilapidated. Hurt is going to keep you incarcerated. Healing is going to be the freedom for your future. Come on, family, type, I'm free from my future. I will not be shackled by the pain of my past. I'm getting ready to blast past my past. I'm free for my future. He who the Son is set free, he who the Son is made free, is free indeed. You are made to walk in freedom. You are made to walk in healing. You are made to walk by faith boldly in your identity and your integrity, in the freedom and in the healing of what God has fashioned for your life. Family, you're not a fragment. You're not a fraction. You've got a future. I want you to sow into your future. Here is the environment where you grow. I want you to sow where you grow. For those of you, thank you so much for already giving your super chats or your super stickers. I appreciate you. You can give some more. For those of you who want to sow a love gift, sow a love gift. This is a channel that brings change. This is a channel that creates change. This is a channel that breaks chains. We're breaking the chains of hurt so that you can be free for your healing. I want you to sow into the freedom of your future. Why? Because it's not as a debt that you owe, it's a seed that you sow. I want you to sow where you grow. I want you to sow where you soar. I want you to sow into your breakthrough. I want you to sow into your healing. I want you to sow into your wholeness. You're not worthless. God has wholeness in you, for you, through you, with you, because he loves you. As you're sowing your seed, I want you to name your seed, and maybe you're naming your seed healing from hurting, healing from hurt. Maybe you're just naming your seed healing. Maybe you're naming your seed no weapon, because whatever's been formed is not going to prosper. Maybe you're naming your seed wholeness. Maybe you're naming your seed breakthrough. Maybe you're naming your seed transformation. Maybe here it is, you're naming your seed forgiveness. Yeah, I get it. They shouldn't have done it. It took your innocence. But by any means, don't let it steal your identity. It hurts to forgive, but here's the thing. It hurts even more to stay that way. God has reframed your future. Some of you can sow a $10 seed, a $30 seed, a $50 seed, whatever seed that you're sowing. Let me join my faith with yours, 30, 60, 100-fold. I'm praying that God does the exceeding abundantly above all that you can ask or think, that this seed will meet the need of that which you have specified, but also that which in many cases you can't even express. And here it is. It's coming like express. As you're sowing, the blessing is coming like express. Sure is what you can't even express. It's coming like express. Quick, fast, and in a hurry. I'm praying that God expedites your blessing. Because he's made you priority. 30, 60, 100-fold. I want you to sow, yes, via super chat, super sticker, electronically as well. $ Access Identity, Cash App, PayPal. Zelle, EddieConnorJr, Gmail. God bless you as you sow your seed as it meets the need. And God does it abundantly and expediently. Family, I hope you got something from today's session. Did you? Did this bless somebody? Did this bless somebody today? Healing looks good on you. Healing is for you. Why? Because God's got more in store for you. We're having an amazing session tonight in our academy. There's still time for you to join. Go right now, theeaglesacademy.com. It's where I coach, it's where I teach, it's where I train, it's where I mentor. It's where breakthrough happens, where we go deeper, we go higher than where it is that we go here. Through our Eagle's Nest reflections that we do, through our breakout sessions, the dynamic teachings, the Q&A sessions, the private group coaching and mentoring. Be a part of it. It's going to be an amazing bonus to increase your ideas, your impact, and your influence, to sharpen your mindset, your skill set, and then show you how to be an asset in any environment. TheEaglesAcademy.com. Can't wait to see your face in our digital space. Thank you so much for your super chats and your super stickers. If you're not a member and want to become one, you can do that for this YouTube channel. VIP, OQP, royalty are the tiers where you can join us at. Family, In the Mix is out of time. But y'all know I'm not out of truth. So I want to thank you for rocking with me, riding with me, and rolling with me. Why? Because, that's just how we roll. And we do that each and every single weekday, Monday through Friday, on the digital airwaves, but particularly right here on YouTube. And while you're here on the YouTube, make sure that you hit the thumbs up button. Come on, family. Like this video. Like this video, please. Don't be a ghost follower. Hit the subscribe button. Come on, join my channel. Join my channel. Yeah, I'm calling you family already. Because it's not just, as a matter of fact, this is not just my channel, it's our channel. So join our channel. Come on, family, type ours. Yes. Join our channel. More than just me is we. More than just I is us. Do want you to follow on social media. Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, TikTok. We don't stop at EddieConnorJr, EddieConnorJr. If I can help you, if I can serve you in any way, reach out to me. I've got some merch. I got drip for sale. Holla at me. Reach out to me. Let me know if you want some of our Eagles apparel, and we'd be glad to get it to you. If you're looking for a dynamic speaker, look no further. I would be glad to empower you at your church, your conference, your community center, your school, your session. Let's make some progression. You say, how do I do it? Simply email me, info@EddieConnor.com, and I would be honored to empower you. It's yours truly, Dr. Eddie, your main man, 100 grand, your brother from another mother. Family, it's been fun, but a brother got to run. But I want you to know it's been a privilege and a pleasure, a treat and a treasure, a joy beyond measure. But I want you, yes, you, to remember to keep the faith and believe it's going to be bigger, better, brighter, peace, and a whole lot of love. Keep soaring higher. Breaking news, this message is for you. Yeah, I'm talking to you. You don't just soar as high as your dream, you soar as high as your team. Why are you not a part of our team? Our Eagles community team, where it's all about soaring into success and greater purpose. I want you to go right now and join us. Yeah, right now. Go to theeaglesacademy.com. When you get there, tap the Join Now button, fill out the form, and I guarantee you're going to be transformed. Your mindset, you're going to maximize that. You're going to strengthen your skill set. You're going to build your tool set. You're going to heal your heart set, find serenity in your soul set, and be an asset in any environment. It's time to grow in your greatness, in your business, in your relationships, in your purpose. with individuals who are already growing. And we have a motto in our community where a win for me is a win for you. A win for you is a win for us too. Let's win together. Come on, join us. Experience the transformation. Experience the celebration. Experience the opportunity. Experience not just information, but implementation. As I coach, as I teach, as I train, as I mentor you and show you how to use strategy, structure, and solutions to take your vision to another dimension. Meet us there. Join us there. I can't wait to see your face in our digital space. Go right now to theeaglesacademy.com. When you get there, tap the Join Now button, fill out the form, and let's be transformed together. Spread your wings, and we'll win over and over again. See you there.